Coolco's #1. 8 days a week.
You've got select buttons where you're going to select either 1 day, 2 day, or 3 day. So every day, every 2 days, or every 3 days the cleaner will run depending on your pool. In the middle of summer you'll probably only need every 3 days. In the early spring when there's a few bits of debris flying around you might want every day. The next thing that will happen is this light will come on whenever the bag is full, so it lets you know when it's time to pull it out and clean it. There's no electricity in the pool. It's all 12 volt, just like, you know, it has nothing electrical going in the pool. No fear for injury or shock.
Got the automatic cleaner blues on.
You might want to use your other cartridge because it's still going to go through Nothing. This stays off.
Oh, that stays off?
Yeah, so
okay,
now
okay.
you take
I
and do...
see. All right.
And you do the same on the other side.
Gotcha, you're replacing. Okay. I thought you were adding them on.
And then that's your little debris valve that keeps it from falling out. All the heavier stuff will lay down here. And then this cord is really easy to set in there. There's just like a little line it up tab so you can't get it wrong. You put it on there, and then you shove it on and give it a little thread in. Now it's sealed. You know, this is weather tight. As far as that, if you go to bed, you forget it out there. It's not a big deal. Or you leave it out all week. It's not a big deal. Let's see.
Oh, I didn't see you put that in there. Now I will.
Fine filtrations.
Got it.
Snapper shut. All right. Over to the cord world.
I'll tell you later. It's really good. I mean, really good. Actually, I have 2 stories.
Okay, now you want to take an eyeball at this before we throw it in. Maybe actually go ahead and toss. Did you take the front plastics off? So you got a center brush that's going, and you got a brush at each end. And as that pump is running in there, its own pump, it'll pick up debris as it goes by. Debris will pick up behind it even as it passes debris. All right, give it the big toss.
Everybody in the pool.
Where's the queen to break the big bottom on it?
I now declare this pool open.
What are you going to name it? It looks like it should have a name.
I call thee the Flying One.
R2-D2?
All right. Now we'll just throw a little more cord in there, just so it's got some more length in there. It doesn't really matter how well it's in there, just so it's got plenty of it.
How much is that?
I believe, well, I'm sorry, I believe it's 50 feet or 40 feet.
So it'll cover pretty well.
Yeah, it's ready. It'll cover just about anything. Okay, so now we go over here to the box where we're turning it on.
Here you go, camera person.
So the power is here. You see, this is flashing right here. That's telling you want to select which setting. Do you want 1 day, 2 day, or 3 day setting? We want a 1 day because we're ready to start this party right now. So there it is. As it flashes, it's getting ready. We can set this down. And let's walk over and watch the action. The fun begins right here and now. It's firing up, it's purging, it's getting ready to go. Now what it does is it learns your pool. You could actually use this on several pools if you wanted, like if you were a service guy, you could drop it in 5 different pools, no problem at all. It will learn the pool, find the most efficient way because it finds where all the points are. It'll run into the wall, and when it meets the wall, then it tells it, okay, here's a wall. And then it will learn that wall, that wall. And once it triangulates, it will start to make its own best way to go about it. So now it's still going to go. It's not climbing. It's still thinking out the pool just yet.
That's pretty neat.
And again, you see, it's still going to be picking stuff up behind it. What's that?
Now, would there be any benefit to getting these leaves out of here first?
Well, we really wanted to pick them up right now, but normally you don't want a ton of leaves unless you're using the other cartridges.
Okay.
They're just the same type. But for these purposes, you know, it doesn't have enough leaves to really concern itself with.
It would probably make all those meshy bag things, inserts, last longer if you just... Oh, cool. If you got something to feed it, it looks like a little fishy that wants to eat something. Now is it scrubbing the walls like you said it would?
Yep.
Oh yeah, it's going sideways. That's cool.
And like, see, we've got all the cord bound up, so it's kind of what's holding it back. Once it gets used to the pool and it's all stretched out, it'll run up to the break tension of the surface.
Does the pool water temperature have anything to do with?
I don't believe so. I think if anything, you might find like the funk in the bottom, you know, as far as that, and the chemistry, if the pH is out, you know, it makes water slick or the liner slicker or not. You might find those things making a difference. But
Okay, there he's dropping down like you said he would. This is kind of fun to watch.
And that's the thing is, you get people who want to sit there and go, well, heck, why did it go over here? Well, because it's learning the pool, and, you know, it's something you walk away from. It's not, you know, it ain't NASCAR.
But it's kind of like a helpful Furby in that it learns.
But I'm going to pay the big number 309 just to
That's right. So
Well, it's kind of like a pet. You have to train it to know the pool. So.
Once it learns,
Oh,
yeah, you just let these motors go, and off it will.
Now he's hustling. So, okay, never mind. That's interesting how it's just,
kind of overlapping.
yeah, overlapping it.
You know, turn.
Well, it really just randomly goes around until it learns the pool. So like the first time that's where people get freaked out. They're like, I'm really doing it. Well, it's still learning your pool. Leave it go for its couple days, let it learn, and it'll be a much better cleaner when it grows up. the growing years.
It really is quiet
Right.
though. It's not making any noise.
Right.
So
you
that's
don't have
pretty
that
cool.
high pitch of and that's the other thing to focus in on. You know when you have your cleaner on, it's like really high pitched noise and your neighbors are like, what is that racket? Just as out there silently cleaning, not interrupting your peace as you sit by your pool and trying to have a conversation. Only things that keep it down are if it's slimy or if like I say, the chemistry's not quite square, but it'll run up the walls, it'll run up that float on the front, it pulls it right up to the surface till that breaks surface tension. And it hasn't even gone that high.
Like the bubbles.
It moves a lot of water, and that's where they even say technically you're filtering the water with a cartridge as you go.
David Dunny. It's about as much as 2 inches.
That light will be flashing because it won't let it burn up.
Okay. Because how long does it take before those get filled up, do you think?
You know, like in the summer, I can leave it run for a couple weeks before it ever would get dirty. You know, it's like I say, I would even take it out at different times. Dirty like this, I think it may have to be cleaned out once, but I would let it do its thing, you know, and kind of see if it will get it all cleaned or, you know.
Because I was wondering, like, I mean, would it only do like a third of this pool because it is so dirty?
Mm-hmm.
Or would it do the entire pool, you think, before it would stop?
There's a good chance it will do the entire pool, but I would think at least, if not, it will have to be cleaned once at the most. Like
So with this thing, you don't have to manually vacuum.
you throw this in and walk away. Go do something
So
else.
cool.
You mow the grass or do whatever you need to do, you know. And the bigger thing is it's not getting cloudy in here.
Yeah.
So you can even see there's a leak kind of in the lid there even. So it's definitely filling up with leaves and garbage and so forth, but it's not shutting it down
Oh,
yet.
I think I see what you're talking about. It's like
Kind
where
of
that
the
little
button.
gray, yeah, where the gray button is.
So it's definitely getting some debris in there.
Oh yeah, I mean this thing was covered.
Quickly again.
Yes.
Since I was on the other side.
Sure.
1, 2, and 3.
Every 1 day, every 2 days,
Okay.
every 3 days
All right. So
is when it will run.
okay.
It'll cycle on its own. You leave it in the water, you leave this on, it'll keep cycling and keep going. Whenever the bag is full or the
That's this one?
debris in the flow is not what the flow is up to, this flow indicator will say bag is dirty or
Okay, those
filter
okay, I see
dirty.
what that is now. From back here, it looks like playing cards. I'm like, what am I looking at? Okay.
This makes it to where you can plug it in and you can check whether this cord is bad or you can check whether your transformer is bad. So if you're plugging it in, you know, you plug it in between here and here, then it, you know, tells you that you plug it in between here and here. And the instructions are also inside of this box right here.
And this is the same deal here if they want to test.
Backyard fun, PoolCo's #1. 8 days a week.